Alright, here we are putting in a keyway. We poured this lower drop first, kind of stiff, and then we went to the upper level. I didn't have that in the video, but we poured the lower section to kind of hold the top part, and then we went up to the top level and poured it all kind of stiff. And here we are pouring the concrete footing. And I wanted to just show us how you pour the concrete footing part. They make chair rails and concrete bricks you can use to hold the rebar up, but we're just lifting it up. We didn't have that with us at the time, so we just put the rebar in and we're just lifting it up just to keep it up off the ground. And here we are pouring the concrete. You can see the keyway in it right here. That's just a 1x3 piece of furring that we put in there, and that just goes in the center. The footing itself is about 2 feet wide, and it's about 10 inches thick here for the code of Massachusetts. We have to be 4 feet in the ground for the frost coverage. So here we are pouring the concrete off the truck. This little thing you see hanging in the air, we call it an elephant trunk. It just makes it a lot easier for us to control the concrete. It doesn't splatter around as much that you don't get it in your eyes, and sometimes you still do though. So it's always good to wear safety glasses. So we're pouring out the concrete here, and I just want to show a video of pouring concrete in the footing, in case you guys have never poured concrete for a footing and you want to do your own footing. I've had people do it themselves, and maybe they're going to do it in concrete styrofoam blocks or something like that, or maybe they're going to do masonry blocks, but it's really not that hard. The footing's about 2 feet wide. Like I said, it's 10 inches thick. This one has rebar in it, reinforcing. My youngest son in the back, he's came into work with us that day. He's magging the concrete, doing a great job. And this is just, like I said, a clip. If you have any questions down below on how you pour a concrete footing, or if you have any questions on what we're doing here, like I said, these little brackets are a spacing bracket. They're on probably 14-foot long planks, and we have 3 on each plank. So if you put one in the beginning and the end, it'll kind of bulge out in the middle. So we actually put 3 of them in there, and I just welded them up myself. I made them over the winter, probably about 20 years ago, and every once in a while they get bent when you pry them off with the pry bar the next day sometimes. But I've had them for a long time, and they seldom, we've broke a couple, but very rarely. You can just weld them back. I don't remember how thick the steel was, but you can buy them also. And so here we are, just finishing up the pour. We're almost done at this section here. And this elephant trunk really does make it quite a bit easier directing the concrete. Here I am stepping on it, kind of just blending it in with my foot. And one of the guys was going to go ahead of the mag, and he's just going to flatten it out and fine tune it with the shovel. So that's what you can see him doing right there, blending the two mixes together, so you don't really see a pour line or anything like that. He's going to help level it a little bit too, and if it's a little high or a little low, he just drags it back. The forms have to be pretty close to latch up, and if they're really far off, it makes setting up really a pain in the neck. So you want to shoot it with the transit, make sure it's really good, and that you have it in the right place. I'll have another video that I have coming up on how to lay out concrete footings or foundations, or how to square up sill plates on a foundation. That video is coming up pretty soon. And just remember to like and subscribe if you found any use in this video. I have a lot of other stuff coming up. If you have any other ideas that you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. And thanks again.